Hi, my name is Dave. I work for a ministry called Doing Family Right. We work with all sorts of families and couples, individuals struggling through all sorts of things. We want to build up your relationship, your marriage, and your family with God at the center and as a focus of everything that you are. That's what we're about. And a part of that process involves, for many, dealing with temptation, issues with porn addiction, sex and sex addiction. And so some of the themes and stuff that we illustrate or describe or work through relate to those. And the clients that we see, the clients that I see, as well as support groups that I run, some common themes come up. And a recent one that's really been prominent is an expansion on this idea of taking captive every thought to the obedience of Christ. So we take captive. The image that I've used in the past is you take captive this thought. You know it's there. You can't ignore it. You acknowledge its existence. You stuff it in this box. For me, this works because I'm visual. It's a clear box, and I can look at it, and I can examine it. This thought doesn't belong, and I can offer it up to Christ, offer it up to Jesus, and ask Him to take it from me. But I have to know what it is that I'm giving to Him, right? I can't just ignore it. Assume it's going to go away if I just keep going. What do I have to do? I have to give it up. But something that came up recently was this, that it's not just about thoughts necessarily. And I wonder to myself, is there a process? Are there a number of different ways of taking captive that thought? So yes, I take it captive and I give it to Jesus, absolutely. But how else do I take it captive? I call my accountability partner and tell him what's going on. Right? I give it to God. I ask a friend for help so he can help carry my burden. Those are two important elements. I bring it to my support group, my community of people who are there for me, who aren't going to let me get away with anything, but they're going to show grace and love in the process of me moving forward. It's important for us to take it captive in more than one way. Yes, God's got all the power. We can give it totally to Him, but sometimes we need people on earth, as is described in Scripture too, to carry our burdens with us. We shed light on it, right? If we let these thoughts gather up and build up, it's kind of like a cockroach in the corner. We don't want to shed light on it, but then it breeds and there's thousands of them, and then what? They just pour out uncontrollably. We can't get rid of them. But if we shed light on it, and how? Shed light, put it in that box, offer it to Jesus, offer it to our accountability partners, bring it to our support groups. It's vital and super helpful as well. So don't let those thoughts wander. Don't let them build up in the corner. Don't let them breed and overwhelm you. Shed light on them. Find an accountability partner who will help you give it to God. Recognize it with you. Have a support group of men who will love you, care about you, show you grace and love, but also challenge you towards health and freedom. It's an awesome experience. And I pray that for you. Thanks for listening. I hope it's helped.